Hello elites, welcome to Skill Sync Summit 4.0. I'm really excited to have you here. My name is Valentina Chokma, and well, I am the convener for Skill Sync Summit, but for this period of time I'll be talking to you as your friend. Yeah, let's leave it at that. I'll be talking to you as your friend. So as a convener, I'd like to first of all appreciate every one of you for being here. For those of you that this is your fourth time at Skillsync Summit, we are really excited to have you. Thank you for trusting and for staying with us from when we started to this moment. We really appreciate you, okay? And for those of you joining us for the first time, you are welcome. Right? Do well to follow us on all our social media handles and share our flyers and videos. All right, thank you so much. All right, so like I said, today I'll be speaking to you as your friend. So this is Skill Sync Summit, like I said, and the theme is beyond limits. And the topic is navigating business dynamics with leadership, resilience, and purpose-driven growth. Right? So yesterday we had Shay, an amazing friend of mine. Yeah, he's doing great. He's the founder of Tech in Trenches, amongst other amazing roles that he functions in. He's a man of so much wisdom. He's investing so much in himself and he's doing great. Same thing with Mr. Francis Udim. We're going to have him come up later tonight. We're also going to have Madam Rachel Paul, CEO of Richie Streets and Confectionaries. These are amazing people, right? And we are so excited to have them all at Skill Sync Summit. And you all are going to have premium value. Come on, say it with me. Premium value. So right, so let's get into the business of today. Oh, so this is me. The founder of Cultivate branding and also the convener of Skill Sync Summit. And there's a whole lot written about me here, so I would not like to go so much. This flyer is all over our social media handles, and you can as well pause this video to read through, and we can go on. I would like to talk to you tonight as your friend. You can see I'm not shouting. You can see that today I'm not shouting. Normally I'd come and then I'd want to like shout and all that, but for tonight I'll just be sipping my cold juice and just be talking calmly, like the elites that we are, all right, so moving forward, so today we'll be talking about 10 ways to live beyond limits. So she has come to talk to us about so many things that we can do for our businesses, how we can use technology to scale, how we can run Facebook ads, how we can set up our store on Seller, how we can do the graphics design for our brands, and all those amazing things. I recommend that you go over and watch that video and again learn all the amazing things that she has take his time to teach yesterday. All right, go on and enjoy that video. So for today, Shay has focused on Mr. Shay, the founder of Tech in Trenches, has focused on the business part, how you can live beyond limits, how you can go beyond limits in the business world. And the other speakers, two amazing people, will come and pour into us wealth of knowledge. We're going to be drinking from their wealth of knowledge, all right? So for tonight, I will be talking about 10 ways you can live beyond limits, right? So these are ways that as a person you can grow yourself. We are leading towards personal development, right? How you can become better in different aspects of your life as a person. right? So I have 10 ways right here that you can live beyond limits. It's actually a step-by-step process. It's step by step. After stage 1, you go to stage 2 all the way to stage 10, right? So this is what I have to talk to us today about, and we're gonna have a great time. If you stay with us, there's a book that explains this point in details, so I'll just be taking us through what we can with the limited time that the team has given me. Yes, I'm the convener, but the program manager has given me a stipulated time to work, a specific time to work with. So I would work with that time, and then I will encourage you to get the book Living Beyond Blueprints to Building the Life You Desire, right? And that book is going to explain this concept properly to you. Alright, so let's get into it. The first point is going to be what? Define your vision for the future. Let that sink. Define your vision for the future. Look at this image. Quite beautiful, right? You could see where this young man is at the moment. See where he is. Look at the environment. You can see rocks. You can see bush. You can see grasses. This place doesn't look so nice. But then look at where he's looking out. Look at where he's going to with the path that he's taking, right? And then he has a stick. He has a map in his hand. That's a bottle of water. There's light. Probably he stayed here to sleep or something. So this image is just showing us that this man is on a journey. He's obviously with a map in his hand, and is moving from here to there. So the first thing I want us to do as young people, because I believe that I'm speaking to young people, right? So whether you're a young professional, an entrepreneur, just somebody in school, you just got out of school, this teaching is for you. All right? So the first thing you need to do if you want to live beyond limits is to define your vision for the future. It's very critical, because if you don't know where you are going to, you won't even know when you get there, because you don't know where you're going to. And it's even most likely that you're not going to even make any movement, because you don't have plans of going anywhere. But if you have a clear vision for your future, if you know what you want to do with your life, with your time, then it's easier for you to take steps. Okay? So, and I don't want us to act like we know everything in detail. No. I'm not coming to tell you that, oh, you can make a plan today for 10 years and it's going to work exactly the way you plan. No. When I'm talking about plan for the future, yes, it can be long-term goals, it can be short-term goals. So I don't want us to focus on only long-term goals. Okay? So these goals for your future, if I say, when you say define your vision for the future, it can be like your future is like, maybe you can plan for a project for the next 6 months. It is future. For the next 2 years, it's future. For the next 5 years, it's still your future. For the next 20 years. Alright? So I don't want you to just look at only long-term goals. You can also look at short-term goals like 6 months, even 3 months. These are still things that you need to define. So the first thing you need to do if you want to go beyond limits is to really identify where you want to go to. Then it's not easier for you to take steps, right? And again, in that book I've recommended that you buy that book that I've recommended to you. You would see that in that book there's a link to a YouTube video that shows you how to do reverse goal setting. That has helped my life tremendously. In that reverse goal setting, let me just briefly explain it. In reverse goal setting, what happens is that you travel to the future. You imagine everything exactly the way you want it to be. You see yourself in your dream house, with your dream car, with your dream partner, with your dream assets, shares, all of those things. You see yourself with all of those things, and then you now start tracing it back. After you travel to the future in your mind and you see everything you want, then you now trace it back to your present. What do I mean? That tracing it back means you explain, you will highlight, you will identify everything that your future self has, everything that your future self would have possibly done to get to that level. Let's say, for example, you want to be a successful billionaire at, let's say, 30, and now you are 21. So let's say you're a female. Let me break it down to now, because I'm a female, so it's easy for me to give you this example. It's also applicable to the male, but I want us to be as specific as possible. Alright, so let's say you want to become a billionaire at 30, and now you're 21. So what in that reverse goal setting, what happens is that you imagine yourself at 30. Okay, let's assume I'm 30 right now. I have the billions, I have landed properties, I have shares, I'm married, probably have 2 children. You highlight everything that your future self owns. And then what are the things that people that are billionaires at 30, what are the things that they do to become that person that they are? So those are the things you need to highlight, right? When you highlight those things, then you can now compare and contrast. You look at that future person and look at yourself. Okay, let's say that future person, that your future self is saving every month from your salary. The person is saving. Are you saving right now? If yes, good. If no, you need to adjust. Let's say that your future self is going to the gym, is exercising, is taking care of herself. You right now, are you exercising or are you fast? Like what? I don't know. If yes, you're exercising, good. If you're not exercising, you need to adjust in that place, in that aspect. Thirdly, if that future self is maybe going for more networking programs or investing in buying assets, and you're using your money to buy iPhone, using your money to eat chicken, because sometimes you underrate money for chicken. How much is chicken now? You go and eat plate of chicken 10k, 15k, depends on what you want to go and buy. You buy chicken wings, you buy drumsticks, you are eating. It's money that you use and put somewhere and use it to do something. You can't use it to be eating chicken. So you have to compare. These may be little things, but these are the things that you need to compare and contrast. So in that reverse goal setting, you now see that okay, this is what you need to adjust right now. Then when you do this over a period of time, you can now achieve that goal that you want. So I think you should get that book and it's going to explain to you more. So in this first point, which is to define your vision, this is what it entails. And so what I'm trying to say in essence is that you have to define your vision for the future. And how you can do this is through reverse goal setting. And you can do that when you get a clear picture of your future. You can now go ahead to point 2, which is to cultivate a growth mindset. Please say it with me: cultivate a growth mindset. Now, I told you in this teaching I'm taking you on is a step-by-step teaching. 10 steps. So from point 1, you go to point 2, you go to point 3, all the way to point 10. So after you have your plan for the future, what's the next thing you need to do? Is towards cultivate a growth mindset. Let me use myself as an example. Let me use a simple example like exercise. I work from home most times. So there are days where I go out to do other things, like marketing, as a business relationship manager with Money Point. Or maybe I go out to do 1 or 2 other outreaches, maybe for charity or something like that. So there are days when I go out, but the bulk of my work, managing Cultivate branding, and all those things, remote jobs. It's from my house. So I'm adding weight. Seriously. And people are thinking I'm eating too much. I'm not eating so much. In fact, I don't even eat well. Okay, no, I eat well, but the point is I don't overfeed. I just eat irregularly. I can be eating by 2 a.m. And now me, I want figure 8 body. How? How do I want to achieve it with this kind of lifestyle? So if I'm trying to become healthy or healthier, after I do the point, which is to define the future goal for my health wise, the next thing is to cultivate a growth mindset. I need to understand that things will not just change all of a sudden. I need to learn that okay, this thing is small, it's step by step. I need to actually make the change. Then I have to understand that okay, I have to start doing exercise little by little. I need to start going out a little more. I need to watch the way I eat. I need to watch what I eat. I need to watch when I eat. But this is me considering goals now when we're talking about health. So for you now, in your business, in your career, anything you're doing, after you have defined your goal for the future, the next thing you need to do is to what? Cultivate a growth mindset. You need to understand that this thing I want to get in so time, it's going to take time. It's going to take effort from my end. So I have to get ready to start working. I have to understand that this thing is step by step. It's gradually I will lose weight. It's gradually I would get that model body that I'm looking for. Do you understand? So if it's in your business now, anything you're doing, okay, you know that okay, my target is I want my business to be making at least 10 million every month by in 2025. I want Cultivate brand to be vomiting at least 10 million monthly. So how do you achieve that? You now start looking for businesses that make that amount of money. And then what do they do? After I know what they do, you need to understand that you have to grow to that level. So you have to cultivate a growth mindset. Understand that it's step by step you grow. That's why I have a picture of this flower or this plant coming out of the ground, and you can see that this plant shoot out with force, and it's going to keep growing like that. You can see particles of sand here to show that it just came out of the ground. So you have to understand that after the first thing is to see your vision, to see the future that you want. Once you have seen it, the next is to what? Come out and grow, just like this plant. You move out of your comfort zone. You can see that the comfort zone of this plant is this soil. As you can see rocks. I think this is a very hard soil or something. Look at it. I think maybe a small stone. It was blocking it. It just shoot out. So you have to understand that you have to come out from your comfort zone and get ready to grow. It's not going to be easy. You undergo obstacles. I mean, you will encounter obstacles rather on the way, just the way this plant has encountered these stones on the road on his way of germinating. But now it's out and it's going to keep growing. So understand that challenges will come. There'll be days that somebody will come and give you shawarma, give you coke, give you everything. Will you keep on eating those things? So you have to discipline yourself. I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to myself too. All right. So you can also apply this to your business and everything that you're doing. Okay, Cultivate, bro, you are a small business owner. You start making profits. Maybe in a month you make maybe 500k. Then that's when you will now start posting wig of 350, 500, 1 million. So will you keep using your profits to be buying those things when you should invest the money to grow your business? So these are the things you need to take note of. You need to cultivate a growth mindset, and the growth mindset comes with a lot of discipline and resilience. You have to be disciplined, because it's not easy. I know what I'm telling you. It's not easy. You have to be disciplined and you have to be resilient. You need to be ready to fight for your growth. All right, let's move to the next point. Okay, after the growth mindset, the next point is the power of consistency and tiny habits. I love this point. There's this book by I can't remember the author right now, but it's the compound effect, right? I think it's by Darren Hardy. Check it out. It's a book that has changed my life. It has helped me. That particular book and Atomic Habits by James Clear and Automatic Millionaire by David Batch. These 3 books, read them. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, Atomic Habits by James Clear, and Automatic Millionaire by David Batch. Read these books. They will help you to understand the power of consistency and tiny habits. And also this particular book, blueprints to building the life you desire. Read these books. You'll understand the power of consistency and tiny habits. And you get to understand that for great changes to be made, I think there's this particular quote by Will Smith that I usually post on my social media platforms. It says, when you want to build a wall, you don't just come out and say, I want to build a big wall, a great wall, and then you come and you talk like that. You want to build a very big house or a very big wall, and then you start at that point. No. If you want to build something really great, I'm paraphrasing right now, please. I'm paraphrasing and explaining. So if you want to build something really great, you start step by step. You first, if you're building a wall, you first lay the first brick, and you lay that brick very well. You lay that brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. You keep laying the brick on top of each other, gradually. Before you know, you have your wall. So for you to really build something great, something solid, something sustainable, for you to really go beyond limits, the limits of procrastination, the limits of laziness, and all of those things, for you to go beyond that, you need to incorporate and utilize the power of what? Consistency and tiny habits. So that tiny habits of change, like me that want to lose weight, little push up and press up and all those small exercises in the house is a starting is you have to start from there. And then tiny habits and consistency. Because I remember earlier this year I was doing those squats and push up and one other exercise. I don't know the name of the exercise, but it's for my stomach, and all that things. I was doing it and my friends were like, what are you doing? You're losing weight too. I was like, wow, this is working. Then later I stopped. As I stopped now, if you see me, if you know me and you look at me now, you know that this girl has really stopped that exercise, because I stopped the exercise. So it's like I've come back to the way I was again. So but just imagine I am consistent with that habit. I'm back now though. I'm back. Something made me to stop. It's not like it's intentional. Something happened and I could not keep up. I fell sick and some other things like that. So just imagine that consistency from that February time till now. You can imagine. Just imagine consistently saving 5k every day from January to December. Imagine consistently reading books on business for 3 months or more. Imagine doing anything you're doing consistently. You will just look back and see that there have been dramatic or drastic change positively in your life. So please guys, utilize the power of consistency and tiny habits. The next point is mentorship and learning from others. Let me sip my drink. Sorry, that's not supposed to make that sound. Alright, it's actually yogurt. So it's thick. I'm drinking the yogurt. I know that some of you now will tell me that I'm not supposed to be drinking yogurt because I'm losing weight. Okay. Alright, so let's go on. Mentorship and learning from others. Okay? This is a very vital point. And I love it because it does actually work for me in so many ways. I won't be able to come so far in everything I'm doing if I don't have mentors, people I look up to. And for this Skills Sync Summit now, for this Skills Sync Summit that I've been able to host from February till now, If you know me very well, you know that I first of all I started as a volunteer for Youth Employee and Development Initiative under my boss and my mentor, um, Akin Bisola. So he's the CEO and founder of Youth Employee. He's an amazing mentor. He has been an amazing mentor to me, right? And other people too that I look up to, you know. And Mr. Suleiman Rabiu, the manager for the state coordinator rather for Money Point FCT2. He's also my boss at work in Money Point, and he's also a mentor. Boss Akim is a mentor. Other people too, I look up to them like that. The people I look up to. So if these people are not, if I don't have these people I look up to in business and in people development and in different aspects of my life, even spiritually, so I have mentors. So I cannot keep mentioning everybody right now, but because of these mentors in my life, I'm able to move the speed I'm moving with. And if you check it, people that are actually doing great, they have people they look up to. And having things about mentors, not like you just copy everything your mentor is doing. It's more of inspiration and guidance. Because I see people having mentors, and what they want to do with their mentors is they want to go and exploit their mentors. Mentor should give you money. Mentor should do no. As you're coming to seek mentorship from somebody, you should be able to give something in return. Service. Just like me. I'm serving you to employ. Okay? So you have to be able to understand how mentorship works. If you want mentorship from somebody, you should be able to offer service in return to that person. And also you should, and sometimes you can even have mentors that you don't even relate with one-on-one, but you can still learn from them. So the most important point I'm trying to I'm driving home in this particular step is that you should have people that you look up to in business. Like in business, for my Cotec brand that I manage, I look up to Chioma Ifanyeze. You can check her up on Facebook. She's doing amazing. I look up to her. I look up to her best friend Nelly. There's also have people like Ozumba. They have people like what's the other Igbo man's name? I've forgotten his name. Him and his very beautiful wife. Amazing people doing great things online. I look up to these people. Don, Emeka Don, Nobis. These are great people that are doing amazing things. What about Kennedy Mokoe, right? Yes, and Jack the Precious of affiliate marketing and different people doing great things online. These are people that I started following since how many years ago when affiliate marketing started. I bought the affiliate marketing course. I started learning under Jack the Precious and all these other things. That is me in business now. Okay, then me in people development. You have my boss Akin Bisola. Spiritually, of course, I follow Papa Inenche and those people there. And even globally, I have people I look up to. Fred Swenica, of CEO and founder of Sun Technologies. These are people that I look up to. So when I'm doing things, you don't expect me to do things like the average person, because I am looking at people from different spheres of levels in life, both here in Nigeria, both outside Nigeria, globally. The people that I look up to and I learn from them. Those mentors I can be able to serve, I go ahead and serve them. Those people that I'm not even close, I can't even talk to, I just watch them from afar. And then I learn and I build. Alright? So you can learn from mentors that are above you. You can also learn from people that are also on your same level. Like my friends, I won't want to mention their names right now. But there are people that I at my level, my friends I look up to. They are doing well, so why not? I look up to them, I learn from them. And people also that are also coming up under me, people that I've gone ahead of them. So learn from this. So you can learn from these three levels. Those above you, those on your level, and those that are below you, that are coming after you. You can learn from these people. And then mentorship can come from those people above you. So please guys, don't think you can do things on your own. In your business, in your personal life, in everything that you are doing, make sure you have mentors and people that you are learning from, because this is where you can go beyond limits. A very vital example I will share with you right now is what happened to me recently. There was a post that Fred Swenica made on LinkedIn. Fred Swenica is the CEO and founder of Sand Technologies. So I follow him on LinkedIn, of course. So he made this post. It was a video. He was sharing how he was able to make ALU and ALX go global with such speed, because he shared his dream. He had a big dream and he shared his dream. He got partners, because he shared the dream. He got partners, he got other people to own the vision, and then that's how he was able to expand. Do you get me? So as I was listening to him now, I picked something from that is what he said. And I want to apply the same thing to Skill Sync Summit. I'm willing to share the vision, so we can have partners, so we can have sponsorship, so we can have people that own it. So it's not going to be something that is owned by one person. It has never even been in my mind that one person is going to own this. This is a place for people to learn. It's going global. So we need people to own the vision, so people can put in their effort, so we can have, because the way he explained, the way Fred Swenica explained it in that video, you would know that this man is talking from experience, and this is what works. So imagine I don't follow Fred Swenica now. I would not hear that thing that he said, because I would not even see the post. And this is a mentor I follow from afar. Do you understand me? So these are the benefits of having a mentor, and this is how you can go beyond limits. So my limits now, the limit that we have in Skill System is by listening to people that have gone ahead. I can easily break that limit, go beyond that limit. Even Madam Choma Ifanyeze, she runs Data Academy. She runs Data Academy, data entry rather. And then she has data entry. I think it's under Accounting Hub. So she's also doing great things. So as I'm following her and learning, I'll be able to gather, wisdom, practical steps from her, and then I will definitely, Skill System is definitely going to go bigger than how it is. Because even right now I speak to you, it's not even in my hands. We have a team of people working behind it to make things work fine. So, but as we have mentors, people we look up to, we can easily get better because of mentorship and learning. So I encourage you guys, make sure you have people you are learning from. Don't stay alone. Don't think that you can do it alone. You will go slow. Talk to people, interact with people, and you see that you're going to go far. You go far and you go fast. So guys, mentorship is very critical. Alright, let's go to the next point. Develop an entrepreneurial mentality. Let me show you how an entrepreneur works. How his mind works. An entrepreneur, let me explain. See, because the entrepreneurs, they pay themselves. So what do? They have the it must be done mentality. It must be done by all means. We must sell markets. If you try to sell market on Facebook, it did not work. Try Instagram if it did not work. Try LinkedIn if it did not work. Try YouTube if it did not work. Try Google Ad. Try everything. Try, but it must work. We must make it. That's how an entrepreneur thinks. How he thinks is that if one way closes, another way must open. That's how I want you guys to think. You need to develop this mentality that it must be done, it can be done, and it will be done. We can do it mentality. Because that's where you're going to grow. That's where you're going to go beyond limits. Because imagine you have a problem. Your business is facing a challenge. Maybe you employed a staff or something. Or maybe, okay, let's say you start using a software for your business. And then it's not going well. Or maybe you are using a software and something went wrong and you lost data, or something happened to you, or maybe you lost data, so you could not function properly. The place that you stored your orders, you lost it. People have paid money for their goods or service. You cannot deliver because you lost the data. Is that not a limit? Is that not a barrier? Maybe it's the app that you use. There was a problem with it, or maybe it's you that don't know how to operate. Is that not a limit? As an entrepreneur now, you have to start looking for alternatives. You will not come and say you shut down your business because of something happened. No, we must find a way to get out of this mess. That's how an entrepreneur thinks. He thinks that there must be a way, and he is willing to find that way. So that's how I want you guys to think. If you want to go beyond limits, you should be willing to think like an entrepreneur. That's how to move forward. You can see this man here in this picture, in this image. He's thinking seriously about his life. Any way possible, it must work. That's how I want you to think. Always know that whenever there's a will, there's a way. So keep working until you find that way, because you will find it. Alright? And that's the way to go beyond limit. Next point. Give structure and automating. Okay, giving structure and automating for success. Beautiful. This image is beautiful. You know, it shows all these tech things related and all that. So, talking about giving structure and automating for success. A very good book I want to recommend again is that Automatic Millionaire by David Batch. David Batch. You need to look for that book and read it. It really helped me to make a lot of money. Yeah, read that book. You understand what I'm saying when you read the book. And I've been using principles from that book to be helping my life and destiny financially. So how do you give structure and automation for success? How do you give structure and automation for success? How do you do that? This still takes us to the previous point. Tiny habits. Tiny habits. By the time you keep making little changes, and you do them consistently, you will just realize that those little tasks, those little changes, those little efforts you are putting, by the time you do it over time, it becomes permanent. It becomes something that you cannot do without. It becomes something that you do, like it's like reflex. It just happens. So by the time you do those, you make those tiny changes over a period of time, it becomes like a structure. It becomes glued to your way of life. It becomes your way of life. You now adapt it, and by the time you adapt it, it automatically means you are automating for success. Because by the time you make those little changes, let's use myself and this losing weight as an example. You know, in yesterday's video that she was talking, he is the example that he was using is food. It's obvious that he likes food a lot. Now me, I love food too, but my own example that I've been using throughout today now has been losing weight. Alright. So we're talking about going back to the example I was trying to give just now. Let's talk about me losing weight now. Let's say I drink water in the morning. I stop eating shawarma and drinking Coke around 11. I stop taking Coke and oatmeal around 2. I stop eating beans around 3 a.m. I start running for like 20 minutes in the morning. Every day, run for 20 minutes. For like 2 weeks, 1 month. And I keep doing that. Maybe I continue over 1 month, 2 months. Can you see now that if I wake up in the morning, what I will not be thinking of, what I'll think of doing is to run. Let me even take it. Let me take us back a little bit to this book. That's building that blueprint to building the life you desire. Right. In that book, you will find the link to a YouTube video that teaches us on habit stacking. It's also something that you read from James Clear's book Atomic Habits. You also read about habit stacking there. Even in that compound effects, you're also going to read about habit stacking in that book. So let's say I'm stacking. Let's say I'm joining this my running in the morning to maybe after I brush my teeth. After I brush my teeth, I go out and I run. Maybe my compound, because the compound is big, I run around the estate for like 20 minutes. But by the time I do that continually, it becomes a way of life for me. And then definitely as I'm doing that, I will automatically be losing weight, automatically be getting closer to my dream of having that beautiful, healthy body. Do you understand the point? So the point is, as you do those little changes, those little changes in your business, in whatever it is you are doing, it automatically what gives structure to your life, and automatically what leads to success. So that's this point. All right, and that's going to what definitely take you beyond limits, and you can move to your goal. All right, let's move forward. Lifelong learning and skill acquisition, very important. I want to start by commending you for being in this class, because if you're not out for personal growth and development, you will not be here. So well done. So continue. You need to continue learning, because what you know last month may have changed, right? So you have to keep learning, and keep relearning, keep on learning. All right. So that's the way to go beyond limits. One very vital way to go beyond limits. All right. Let me go back. So building strong relationship and networks. Build strong relationship and network. Let me tell you, I think you have heard of the saying that your network is your net worth. Who do you know? Who knows you? Who can you call for help when you need it? Who's your connection? Like what they call it in Nigeria. Who's your connection? Who do you know? So we need to learn to build strong relationships, because this was going to help us. Like my partners at Skillsync Summit, very amazing people. The people that I know through network, people that I have met over the years, and we have been friends. So when I started, it's easy for me to come and talk to them, and then they bought into the vision. We are doing this together. Strong relationship and networks. Most of the things I've been able to achieve in my life is through network. Jobs I get, it's through networks and relationships. So you have to build this network, because it's going to help you to go beyond limits. Imagine you want a contract, you want to get something done, and you know somebody in the office that can help you get it done, and you know your work, you know your job. When that person sees that, okay, this person actually knows what he's doing, it's very easy for the person to facilitate it to work in your own favor, because number one, you know what you are doing. You are good for the job, you know your job very well, and then you know somebody there. You guys have a relationship that is functional. Even customers, even with customers, like my clients at Money Point, they trust me. Do you understand? And I get referrals too and all that. So you have to be able to build strong relationship and network if you want to go beyond limits, right? The next point is what? Embracing failure and learning from mistakes. You will make mistakes. Things may go wrong sometime, but always what? Pick up. Always learn. Always learn from those mistakes and move on. All right. Now, sustaining your progress for long-term success. How do you sustain How do you sustain your progress? Everything that we have talked about from beginning to now, just be doing them. Do them repeatedly. Maintain the growth mindset, and this way you'll be able to sustain your success. Right. So this is conclusion. So I'll just go over what I've just said again. All those points, where are they right now? You go over all these points. All right. So what I was trying to show you is this. I was trying to go over everything, right? So yes, I may still go ahead to change this to a file that you can download, or maybe not, but I think I will do that. Even if I don't do that under this YouTube video, it should be with other resource materials for Skillsync Summit. So if you want to go, 10 ways you can go beyond limits is what these are 10 steps, step by step. First thing is to define your vision for the future. Cultivate a growth mindset. Use the power of consistency and tiny habits. Take advantage of mentorship and learning from others. You also need to develop an entrepreneurial mentality. You need to give structure and automate your activities for success. And then lifelong learning and skill acquisition. You also need to build strong relationships and networks. And then you need to embrace failure, and you have to learn from your mistakes as you make them. You need to keep growing, you need to keep evolving, and then you need to sustain your progress for long long-term success. I think somebody said it's easier to get success than to sustain it, right? So to climb to a particular level, it can be, yeah, of course it's difficult, but if you get there, how do you remain on that level? It's another thing entirely, right? So by the time you do these 10 things, you are on your way to go beyond limits. So thank you for staying. I would need you to take advantage of these lessons that you have learned. Make sure you try your best to get those books and read them. It's going to help you a lot to go beyond limits. All right, so please do well to follow us on our social media handles. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn at Skills Sync Summit. You always see our logo there. And you can also send us a mail if you want to talk to us about anything. Send us a mail at skillsyncsummit at gmail.com. So thank you all so much. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to the admins on the Skillsync Summit WhatsApp group chat, or you can drop your questions under the YouTube channel, or send us a mail at skillsyncsummit at gmail.com, and we will attend to you. You are premium, guys. Peace out.